Christian nationalism is the American Taliban. That came through the other day. That message. Christian nationalism is the American Taliban. A lot of Christian nationalists don't call themselves Christian nationalists. They call themselves conservative Christians. And we're going to learn a lesson from somebody who was raised this way. I've started watching a video. I was just scrolling through, waiting for my computer to start. I was scrolling through my social media, through YouTube, and Spirit said, this is the lesson. So the name Christine might mean something. They seem like a lovely person, and I listened to the first couple of minutes of what she was talking about. And it's very important that we start really being aware that we live in a country that has freedom of religion, where of means from. We have freedom from Christian conservatives. So what have we seen? We've seen, this is just critically thinking, and this is no disrespect, because I think it was absolutely horrible that Charlie Kirk got murdered. I do not believe in the things Charlie Kirk would talk about. I think there was a lot of bloated bobblehead of moral righteousness. I think that man made no qualms about it, that he wanted traditional family values. The wife belonged at home with the kids, and the man should go make the living. Yeah, shortly after he died, everybody took it as a giant supply grab. His wife has pyrotechnics at a memorial, perfect makeup, no tears on the hanky, no tears coming out, announcing, I am the new CEO. I've seen interviews with her now where she's kind of giggling and laughing, talking about her husband's mission. Do you know that they now have a fundraiser? They've immediately turned it into a fundraiser. And she is now the new CEO. Yeah, but that's not what her husband believed in. He believed women belonged at home with the kids, right? 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 What in the dystopian fuck is going on? So Spirit wants us, he hasn't even been dead like a month. They already got pyrotechnics. She's already claimed the CEO spot. No tears at the memorial. A dry hanky, power posing. The far right tends to take the Lord's name in vain quite often. And that means using Jesus Heavenly Christ's name for your own vanity. Hypocrites. I think, granted, she had a very powerful speech about forgiving, followed up with, I am now the CEO. Pyrotechnics. She immediately started a fundraiser. Yeah, now she's making money. Interviews. I saw her laughing in an interview recently. Now, if you lose somebody, it's not against the law to laugh. But didn't her husband think like women belonged at home, not like CEOs? So we're going to learn a lesson, a soul school lesson, how Christian nationalism, and they call themselves conservative Christians, how Christian nationalism is a cult. And a cult full of a lot of hypocrites. Jesus, Heavenly Christ, would have never been a conservative Christian. Jesus hung out with the freaks and weirdos, the outcasts, the people that MAGA say can't exist now. That's who Jesus hung out with. Jesus did not worship money, fame, power. Jesus flipped the table on that. So we have to critically think the teachings of Jesus Christ. These people do not follow the teachings, the real teachings of Jesus Christ. They follow what is convenient for whatever agenda they want to do. The conservative right, Christian nationalism. All right, so I'm going to put that video. I want to get back to it and watch it from a woman who was raised in this lifestyle. So let's hear it from somebody who knows what they're talking about, doesn't have an agenda, and isn't raking in millions, if not billions of dollars off the concept of Jesus, Heavenly Christ. That's what the H stands for. Jesus H Christ, Heavenly. Because this has gotten obscene. Obscene. All right, there's the message. I'll put that video in the comment section of this video. And this video originated on YouTube. If you don't feel comfortable clicking the link, I get it. I promise I'm not nefarious linking. You can copy the title and put it into the search and it'll bring up the video. Now, if you're feeling kind of butthurt right now or rageful or, if you're crossing yourself, if you're feeling like I picked on you or something, then you're not critically thinking. You're projecting what you want. Because everything I just said is the truth. So some people are outgrowing their religion. If you have had an awakening, and it can be terrifying. You can feel betrayal from God even, because everything you believed was like a house of cards that's just collapsing in on itself. You can no longer ignore the insult to intelligence. You can pick out these people that are fleecing the fuck out of the concept of Jesus, Heavenly Christ, while not living by Jesus's teachings. It's like cognitive dissonance. These people say they live by Jesus's teachings, but their actions is completely different. And beware of pyrotechnics, big like announcements that somebody is now the head person in charge, and massive fundraisers starting because somebody's pockets is getting really filled. And keep in mind, that man believed the woman belonged in the home raising the kids. There's the message.